This video is brought to you by GamesGrabber, the newest social network for gamers. Click the link in the description to check out some of your favorite video game-based product collections from some of your favorite YouTubers like Yogscast, Hidden Block, Follower, and more. Hey guys, it's Chris here on HaloFollower, and today we're going to be talking about the Blue Team mission leak, and we're going to be breaking it down. Note how I said talking. We're not actually allowed to show it, but we will be discussing it today, and we will be breaking it down. So if you do wish to see the gameplay, which is leaked by the way, then we will hopefully be able to provide some links in the description, but that is the most that we can do. So an audience member at PAX recorded the leaked mission in Halo 5, which I believe is the second one, that at PAX Prime. So this is very interesting, and it's about 11 minutes long, but we are going to be talking about it, so let's get to it. The opening cutscene starts off with Blue Team flying into Argent Moon facility, shooting out a glass window and crashing inside together. As the atmosphere escapes the room, several elites who try to attack Blue Team with their energy swords are sucked out into space. Chief and the others use their thruster packs to keep them in place while the emergency hatch closes and the room repressurizes around them. This is how the initial cutscene starts off. Now the gameplay starts off with the team talking about Argent Moon's origins and their objective to get to the control center of the facility. Chief is shown walking to an area with an experimental ship that has been seen before in official screenshots. After walking down the corridor, the team enters a room with grunts, trying to access the facility's data. Funny conversation starts between them, but is swiftly interrupted as the chief assassinates one of the grunts. As the rest of the blue team enters the fight, jackals, elites, and more grunts hold a position in the next large room. After clearing the room, the team advances and Chief activates a console that displays a hologram of the facility, much like the opening to the first Halo 4 mission, Dawn. This is the first time we get to see an animated button press in Halo 5 Guardians, which received mixed reception when introduced in Halo 4. While accessing the system's database, Fred explains where they need to go and Chief leads the team to an elevator a little further on. This reveals a second instance of these types of button presses. Hopefully they will be less prevalent in this game, some may say. On the way down to the control bay, the others discuss the Covenant's salvage of supplies from the experimental ship, which is visible as the blue team descends lower into the facility. Fred speculates that Jomadama's Covenant is running out of resources for his war against the Arbiter's Swords of Singelios, which is basically his army, so they are taking what they can from the UNSC. Upon reaching the bottom of the elevator shaft, Chief grabs a nearby shotgun and the player uses a squad command feature to highlight another shotgun that Linda picks up. Chief then smashes through a vent in the wall with his Spartan charge ability, falling into a wide open space that has been one of the main talking points of this mission from Game Informer's hands-on experience with the game. The player utilizes the new ground pound ability to make it to the floor faster, squashing a couple coveys upon impact. Throughout the big room battle, Chief commands teammates to engage certain enemies and uses clamber and thrusters to get to the higher vantage points to take enemies out. At the other end of the room, Chief approached a weapon case and swaps his shotgun out for the Hydra, and follows the team down a brightly lit service tunnel to his left. Although it was pointed out that the player could have chosen to go right, which appeared to have less cover but possibly a bigger reward. The player picks off some jackals with a DMR from the other end of the tunnel, then turns to the right where there are holes in the tunnel so you can access the other path. This gives more credence to the openness of the whole mission and already makes the game feel restrictive with options for the player. Next up, we see the revive mechanic as Chief revives a teammate. Carrying Gaw on the right path, he is ambushed by Jackal Rangers, using their own thrusters to get onto higher platforms, easy pickings for the DMR. After a short session with the Hydra, the Chief plummets down to the ground with another ground pound and bursts through another vent for easier access to the next part of the mission. One more ground pound and a handful of dead grunts later, Fred remarks how close to the central they are. Fred remarks how close they are to central control. They are nearly at the objective. One short bridge separates Blue Team from Argent Moon's control center, but Chief is stopped in his tracks when he is ambushed by a hunter. The hunter smashes onto the bridge and the section Chief is on falls into the bowels of the facility. As Chief flails his arms about, he falls further and further until his screen fades to white, transitioning into a cutscene. This marks around 1/3 of the way through the second mission. The cinematic plays out as Chief awakes in the cave underneath the facility. He tries to raise Blue Team over his comm, but gets no response. He hears faint calls by, quote, Ghost Tana, and hesitantly explores deeper into the cave. He approaches a blue glowing light, which appears to be Cortana's AI chip. Remember, that chip was destroyed when Cortana was left in the system of the Didact ship. Mantle approach near the end of Halo 4. The chip disappeared, and it seems as though Master Chief may be hallucinating about Cortana again, and whoever Ghost Tana is somehow sending him messages. Or maybe Chief is just going a little bit bananas. Out into the darkness, Chief approaches the edge of a steep valley and is called from the other side, where he sees a silhouette of Cortana. She says, "The domain is open. Meridian is here. John, the reclamation is about to begin." Right away, a giant shadowy figure emerges from the deep below of Chief. Overwhelmed, he collapses. The music rises, and the screen fades to black. Guys, this has been the breakdown of the second mission of Halo 5 Guardians. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you ended up enjoying, and only if you have, then be sure to like this video up and subscribe here on HaloFollower for plenty more of your Halo news and entertainment. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and peace out.